Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Rick9G. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be talking about I Love Lucy. More specifically, we're going to be talking about two specific episodes of I Love Lucy, the hour-long episodes. Now, you may know this if you watch these episodes through syndication on TV as the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour. It's the same thing, I Love Lucy hour-long episodes or the Lucy Desi Comedy Hour. There were 13 episodes in which the Ricardos and the Mertzes continued their journeys and adventures into Mexico, Tokyo, and had a lot more cool things. They are funny episodes, and I do like a lot of them. Now, I do want to point out a specific blooper that I noticed actually the other day while I was watching Milton Berle hides out at the Ricardos. I do want to remind you that I do have an Instagram page which I post other videos that I can't post on YouTube, as well as really cool photos. I also have links to other classic TV shows down in the description below, as well as my website where you can find merchandise and really fun things for you to be able to enjoy, and it's a great way to support the channel as well. Now let me first tell you about this Milton Berle episode before I tell you about the blooper. Ricky forbids Lucy from using his name to get comedian Milton Berle for a PTA benefit. So of course, Lucy, being the sneaky person that she is, she goes in to see Milton Berle as quote-unquote Mrs. McGillicuddy. She goes to his office and discovers that Berle is actually trying to finish writing a book by a deadline set by his publisher. So she invites him to her house to hide out just to write his book. Of course, Lucy gets in trouble with that. Ethel comes in and finds a couple things. She finds Milton Berle's overcoat, hat, as well as one of those big cigars, those Cuban cigars. And that is where this blooper comes from. It's a great episode in my opinion, one of my favorites. We even see Milton Berle hanging off the top of a ledge along with Lucy and Ricky. It's a very physical episode. Now going back to this moment, we see Ethel trying to find out what's going on. She feels that there may be someone in the house, or there may be something sneaky going on, and she notices the overcoat. Lucy kind of says, "Oh, that's my overcoat." Then Ethel goes to the hat, and Lucy says, "Well, that's my hat." Finally, Ethel finds Milton Berle's Cuban cigar. Now, this one is interesting because Lucy again says, "Well, that's mine," but she's coughing and she can't really make a lie and put it off. It's not believable because she's never smoking those. And then Ethel finally says this phrase.
"Ricky smokes those little thin cigars."
Saying that Ricky does not smoke these. Now, she knows Ricky and Lucy very, very well. She goes to their apartment, their house, all the time, and for many, many years. So she would have known if Ricky smokes these. So I thought, that makes sense. Ricky usually smokes the thin cigars, and Ethel even says that. She's like, the thin cigars. However, I did remember the episode just prior to this. It's called Lucy's Summer Vacation. Again, this is one of my absolute favorites. It's when Lucy and Ricky are invited to spend a week at a secluded lodge on a lake in Vermont. Now, the Ricardos discover that their absent-minded friend also lent the lodge to another husband and wife who are, incidentally, Ida Lupino and Howard Duff, which is really interesting. And you see that they finally do meet each other, and the boys go together and the girls go together. That means the girls do their own thing and the boys do their own thing. And the boys, that is Ricky and Howard, sit down and they play a little bit of cards, they drink a little bit of alcohol, and the clincher, they are smoking huge Cuban cigars. Now think about this. This isn't something that you just pick up from one day to another. Ricky seems to smoke them very commonly, like he smokes them all the time. So how could Ethel possibly say in the next episode that Ricky doesn't smoke these when he is smoking them just in the previous episode? I don't know how many of you noticed this or how many of you caught this. I would love to hear what you think. In my eyes, it is definitely a mistake. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Now, again, I spot many things like this and I want to make more feature videos on this. If you like this video and if you want to see more videos just like this, let me know by hitting that subscribe and thumbs up button. We'll see you next time, guys and gals. Don't forget to always stay positive, always better yourself, and most importantly, be hopeful. Thank you to my top contributors, Kenneth B. and Verbal Volley, as well as my Patreon supporters, Andrew, David, and Joe.